Hey, what's Gucci, everybody? And your boy Sneak underscore 804 back with another one. And today I'm finna go do a little bit of work on the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get my roof wrapped. So in anticipation of getting that done, it's a few things I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? On the roof of my car, I got like a few. They look like little rock chips, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go outside and show y'all in a second. But there's a few like little chips. So what I wanna do is fix them pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Do a little paint repair just to fill in those holes, cause when you're wrapping a part of a car, if it's not a nice smooth surface and you got paint imperfections and little rock chips and stuff like that, number one, sometimes it can make your finished wrap not look completely smooth, you know what I'm saying, if it's imperfections underneath. Number two, when you end up taking that wrap off, sometimes because it's not a nice sealed surface, it could pull off additional paint. Now I don't like the idea of neither one of those. So I'm gonna try to do a little repair myself. I got I'm gonna try to sand inside the little spots a little bit. Put this I got some putty I just picked up. You know what I'm saying? Some it's like some Bondo glazing spot putty. I'm gonna put that down, and then I got my paint. My exact paint color, that Synergy green. Let's see. Yeah, so I got some of that touch-up paint, and then I got some clear coat to go over top of it. I also got this it's like a paint pen that I got from the dealership, and this is paint matched to my paint color as well. You know what I'm saying? In this joint, it got like a little rough pad. You can take that part off, and then you got a paint pen tip, and then damn, I can't even get this back on. Okay, well yeah, anyway, then this bottom part got like the little brush or whatever, but I'm gonna use the other one. So yeah, let's go outside and I'll show y'all these little chips that I'm talking about. Oh yeah, if y'all not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But what I'm talking about, let's see, can y'all see that? There it is. Like that little spot right there. And what's messed up is these spots are so small. So how I'm gonna get in there and try to sand that down and put some paint on it, I don't know. But that's one of the spots, and it's only like 2 or 3 real spots that I've noticed. This is the biggest one. You can see that little gash where a rock came up from somewhere and nicked it. And I thought there was this is the third one. It's right in front of that one. So it's 3 just little, minuscule marks. Yeah, man, so not gonna lie, I'm kinda reconsidering, you know what I'm saying, doing this for some of the spots just because it's so small. But hey man, let's just go with it. See what we get, you know what I'm saying. If it don't look good, then it can always be fixed. It can always be removed. So about to go rough up these little areas a little bit, put some putty in them, let that dry. And the sun is going down, so I'm fighting against time right now. If the sun go down, then I'll probably just let it chill with the putty on there for a day, and then sometime tomorrow I'll come over it and put the paint on there and then after that put the clear coat. And I'm gonna, you know, clean it before I do any of this. I'm gonna, you know, clean the area somewhat, you know, just get a rag and some I got some detailer spray. I might do that first and then come behind it with some alcohol just to make sure there's nothing, you know what I'm saying, nothing there. So, or maybe just go over it first with a rag and water, then come behind with alcohol, whatever, something like that. But yeah, so if y'all are looking to, you know, see how to do this, then hey, good video for you, you know what I'm saying. If not, then just stay along the way. This is the process, you know what I'm saying, of getting my roof wrapped. I want to take care of this first, you know what I'm saying, just so aren't any complications or anything negative to come of it, you know, in the years after. You know, maybe if I still have this car, if I decide to take the roof wrap off, or you know, whoever else has the car, they decide to take it off, whatever. So let's get into it. Yeah. Alright, so I got it keyed in on the big the main little nick. Like I said, just clean it first, just water, and come behind with alcohol. Nothing too special. Alright, so I won't thinking. I'm about to rough it up inside a little bit, but probably gonna need to come in after this and put down some of that alcohol again, just so when any of this debris can be let loose. Seeing these small spots? I'm not sure about these yet, but alright y'all, so normally I would advise using like a plastic scraper for something like this, but since this is so small, I'm gonna be using just a stiff piece of paper and just fold it up. So yeah, let's go over this right quick. Fold it a few times. You can see as you go over top, get rid of all that excess, you know, make sure it's filled in, and that's what you're looking to do pretty much. I'm gonna try to get the rest of these little small spots and get back to y'all. Alright y'all, so it looked like the putty filled in all the spots pretty good. You know what I'm saying, it says it'll be dry in 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait like 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying, and then come behind and clean up the surrounding paint a little bit, you know what I'm saying, just wipe it down good to make sure there's no putty, you know, sitting on top of the paint around those little nick areas. So I'm gonna do that, and then depending on how much light I got outside, I'm either going to finish the process or start the process and finish it tomorrow. It looks like I'll at the very least have to finish it tomorrow. But like I said, I got my paint and I got my clear coat. I'll probably also use this, you know what I'm saying, to help. Just has a few little sanding pads and stuff like that. So I may end up using some of the stuff from this scratch repair kit, but since these nicks are so small, I think finished product, it should look pretty good. Should cause you know, by themselves, right, you know, before I even put the putty on, the spots themselves are very hard to spot. So you know, with after I fix them, expecting to not be able to see them at all. At least that's what I'm hoping. So like I said, I'm gonna wait these 30 minutes, go, and I don't know if I'm gonna sand it down a little bit first. I might go over the putty areas with one of these sanding pads first, and then go ahead and put the paint. We'll see, you know, so I'm gonna record it so y'all see how the process go. But I'll get back to y'all when I turn this camera back on though, you feel me? Alright y'all, so it's the next day, it's another day. But my primer, it's well dry by now, so now I'm gonna go ahead and put on some of this touch-up paint on these areas. Like I said, for this video, I'm just gonna show just one big area, and then I'm gonna do the rest of them off camera. But this is just the largest spot out of all of them, so that's just the one that I'm gonna show. And I got this touch-up paint just off camera. I may show y'all what type it is or whatever. I think I just got this from the dealership though, so just go to your local Chevy dealership and order the correct paint code, and they should get you right. Make sure I take off enough excess. Alright. Alright, so here go the directions on the bottle. It says clean surface, prime bare metal, done that. Shake bottle 1 minute. Remove excess paint from brush and apply several thin coats. Let dry 24 hours before applying clear coat. So I'm gonna do, as the directions say, I'm gonna do a few or I guess several thin coats. So I figure I'll let it dry, you know, at least 10-15 minutes, 20 minutes before I put on each coat. So alright, hopefully y'all can see those spots on there good. There's another day, so it allowed the touch-up paint to dry fully. So nothing we're gonna do is come with some, I got some detailer spray. It can also be used as lubricant, but for right now, I'm gonna wipe off these spots with this detailer spray. Clean it up, make sure there's no grit or anything like that. Because the next thing we're finna do is use these grit paper pads to sand down these areas back flat again, because all of these areas that I painted are slightly raised above the normal paint level. So now we got to sand them back down before we put the clear coat on. So that kit that I showed y'all comes with a few different pads and some spray lubricant. So that's what I'm gonna be using. They got them labeled 1 through 4. You're supposed to start with number 1, which is more coarse, and then make your way to number 4, which is more fine. So I'm gonna just you know, of course, spray this spray lubricant on there first, and then you see that's what I got there. So I'm trying to go over the surface that I just painted and try to bring that level down. Alright, now I skipped pads 2 and 3, and that's pretty much because I was doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying, and Just wasn't finna record me, you know what I'm saying, doing pretty much the exact same thing, you know, for 4 rounds. But I'm on pad number 4 now. See if y'all can see that. Well, it got a little 4 on there, but the glare messing it up. So just been spraying this on the pad first, and then going over my spots. So once I finish this, it's pretty much gonna be a layer of clear coat over all these areas, you know what I'm saying, plus a little bit around it, and then go through this wet sanding again, just to make the clear coat smooth, and then buff it, you know, buff it out to make the paint shine again. So that's the process. Again, I'm gonna skip through a lot of this, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just tell y'all what you need to do. I may show portions of certain stuff, but you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna just tell y'all what you need to do, show you some of me doing it, you know what I'm saying, because otherwise this video would be extremely long, and I'm not trying to do that. So I'll get back with y'all soon. Alright, so it's getting kind of dark now. You can still see the spots well enough though. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put some clear coat on top, and then let that dry. And after that, you know, I'm pretty much going to probably bring the level of this down again over the areas that I put clear coat on, because I'm gonna put a little bit extra, you know, more than just the spot that originally was missing paint from the chip, because as I have sanded over this area, you know, now I've scuffed up some of the clear coat around that. So just gonna put some of that back. Like I said, I'm gonna bring down the level of that, you know, after that dries, and then after that, I'm just gonna buff it, and hopefully it's a smooth flat surface. And if it's not perfect, if there's still some imperfections, I'm cool with that, as long as it's a flat surface. All I'm really worried about is having a good surface to put this wrap on. I told you I'm wrapping my roof. This is really the reason I'm doing this, to have a nice flat surface to wrap my roof. So we're gonna let that dry. I may put on one more coat of this, probably not though. And so yeah, I'll see y'all on this. Well, it's gonna be another day after this, after I let this dry. So I'll see y'all then, whenever I decide to turn this camera back on. Alright y'all, so another day, you know what I'm saying. I went ahead and let that clear coat dry, you know what I mean. I just got done sanding down that, you know, the clear coat. Then I went ahead and buffed it out too, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, you already seen the sanding down process. So the exact same thing, you know what I mean, just clear coat instead of paint. And the buffing gel, matter of fact, yeah, I think I already showed y'all the buffing gel. So pretty much just put it on your whatever you use in your towel, your cotton cloth, your microfiber, whatever, and you know, just work it into the paint, you know, small circles. Work it in there for, you know, about a minute at each spot, and you know, wipe it off. See if you need to do some more, go ahead, you know, buff it in there, and you're good after that. So everything is done, the process is done. Whew. You know what I'm saying? The next step for me is gonna be It's actually gonna be clay barring my roof, which I'll probably chop this off and make a whole nother video for that part. But we getting there, man, you know what I'm saying? Shortly, I will be wrapping my roof, so, you know what I'm saying? Ride with me for the journey, and we're gonna be there soon, you know what I mean? And have a video of how to wrap your roof, you know what I mean? So, I know that a lot of people do that. So y'all see when we get to that. But for now, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Get in tune with me, all social media, it's all the same. Sneak_804. And I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace out. Squad.